This video and others like it are funded by viewers like you. Thanks for your support. It is March 13th, 2023, and this is the latest news update for Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. Follow along.
You're watching DC-born Rob, Racing Borders. And now, the news.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. You're watching DC-born Rob, Racing Borders. I'm DC Rob. I have about 4 or 5 stories, pretty decent stories, so stick around to the end, probably only no more than 7-8 minutes. So let's jump into this first one. Let me give a shout out also to CB for the past of a few of these stories. Criminals who had robbed a foreign missionary were captured. Those captured by a foreign missionary's guard are 29 and 20 years old. The events took place on the Las Panitas Avenue in Sincero, when the woman dressed as a missionary was carrying out some errands in the center of the city. They took her backpack that contained more than 5 million pesos in cash, a cell phone, high-end cards, as well as bank cards and her immigration card. On the run, the criminals fled, and shortly after they fell at a police checkpoint. When they searched the vehicle, the uniformed officers found a bag with the documentation of the nun from the Dominican Republic. When asking the origin, one of the captured said that the things found belonged to his girlfriend. When the police asked him to call her, one of the captured decided to confess his sinful actions. The men were identified as John Alexander Gallego Orozco, 20 years old, a native of Barranquilla, and who lives on 6th Street in the Villa San Pedro neighborhood. The other man was identified as Jose Luis Manco Boldivanos, 29 years old, also a native of the capital of Atlantico and resident of the Las Colones neighborhood. Those arrested remain in the power of the competent authority so that the judge of the Republic with guaranteed functions defines their judicial situation. The nun who was a victim of this theft has a degree in religious science from Pontificia Universidad Javariña, a missionary teacher for the Mother Laura and part of carrying the Word of God. She works for the progress of comprehensive children's education through a foundation. That's right, robbed the nun, but they caught her. Next story up, this is actually a good news story update. Let's jump into it. 2 American citizens, Richard Vincent Polanski and Dominic A. DiVincenzo, have been arrested and sent to Colombian prisons for abuse involving young ones in Medellin and Bello. Polanski, known as El Químico, was apprehended in the apartment in Bello Obrero neighborhood, where he hosted parties with young ones and provided them with substances. DiVincenzo, labeled as one of the most dangerous abusers from the United States, was captured in the La Floresta Park, where he allegedly organized gatherings to offer alcohol and substances to young ones in exchange for favors. Despite the charges brought against them, both defendants denied the accusations, and they will remain detained while the judicial process unfolds. The arrests are part of the efforts to combat criminal tourism in Medellin, with 13 foreigners prosecuted for similar offenses since 2019 through joint investigation by various law enforcement and NGO entities. Okay, in travel news, Time Out shows Guatapé as one of the most beautiful towns in the world. In a ranking by the travel magazine Time Out, Guatapé appears as one of the most beautiful towns, the only Latin American town included. Time Out magazine, which belongs to a British media company and focuses its content on travel and lifestyle, published a new list it called the 16 most beautiful towns in the world. In this, it puts Guatapé in eastern Antioquia in position number 11, which is also the only Latin American city mentioned in the ranking. In the magazine's review, it says this rainbow-colored city just hours east of Medellin, Colombia, couldn't be more camera-ready. The steep cobblestone streets are flanked by small wooden houses decorated with lots of bright and pretty colors. Seemingly everything is painted from stairs to balconies, the walls and the window frames ensuring there's a photo opportunity around every corner. Stroll through the streets and be sure to recharge before climbing the 659 steps of the imposing Guatapé Rock to enjoy a panoramic view. Santiago Ospina, executive director of Asointer Medias, stressed that Guatapé is not only important for the economy and tourism of its own territory, but also of the intermediate cities. Additionally, he explained that this municipality in eastern Antioquia is a beautiful place, just as there are other intermediate cities in Colombia that deserve to be visited. Let us remember that other territories of Antioquia have been mentioned in this article of Time Out magazine. Since the previous rankings in 2022, Medellin was chosen as the third best city in the world, and in October 2023, Laureles was described as one of the most fun and interesting in the world. Okay, on to Cartagena. Cartagena registers 43 new cases of dengue. Know the affected neighborhoods. The District Administrative Department of Health and Epidemiological, Week 8 reported 43 new cases of dengue, one of a severe dengue and zero mortality. The Director of DATIS, Alex Tejeda Nunez, invited the community to continue with prevention and measures against dengue. It must be said that so far in 2024, in Cartagena, there have been 566 cases of dengue reported to the public health surveillance system. Of the total cases, 405 were classified as dengue without warning signs, 154 as dengue with warning signs, and 7 cases as severe dengue. The greatest burden of the dengue morbidity is concentrated in the localities of Virgen y Turística y Industrial de Bahia. The neighborhoods where there is the highest number of cases are concentrated in El Pozón, 49, Olea Herrera, 48, Corices and Nelson Mandela, 41, Bayunca District, 19, San Fernando and San Jose de los Campos, 17 each. Okay, let's get to a little bit nicer one. I believe this is my last one, and it's a short one too. The solar eclipse will be seen in Colombia on April 8, 2024. On April 8, 2024, a solar eclipse will grace the skies over the Americas, with Colombia set to witness a partial eclipse, while North America and parts of Mexico will experience a total eclipse. Colombians will have the opportunity to observe this rare celestial event. The eclipse, occurring when the moon passes between the earth and the sun, will result in a temporary darkening of the sky. In Colombia, the eclipse will be visible around 12:30 p.m. in cities like Barranquilla, Cartagena, Santa Marta, Cali, Medellin, and Bogota, with visibility ranging from 40% to almost 50%. Safety precautions are essential, reminding viewers to use specialized eclipse glasses to protect their eyes and to avoid looking directly at the sun through telescopes or cameras without proper solar filters. For those unable to witness the eclipse in person, NASA will live stream the event on its YouTube channel, allowing everyone to experience this phenomenon. So there you go. You're up to date with the latest news out of Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to travel, but travel safe.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant day.
Okay, hold on, guys. Right quick. If you need to have things shipped to Colombia, shipped to someone else, or shipped to yourself to Colombia from the United States, make sure you reach out to CaribbeanShipper.com. CaribbeanShipper.com. The contact information is coming next. Join me on social media. I am DC Born Rob Official on Instagram. I am DC Born Rob Official 1 on TikTok. I am DC Born Rob O on Twitter. Don't be like this guy right here.
You're just so stupid. I had to send you a video to let you know you're so stupid.
That's right. Don't be like this guy right here. Join me on social media. Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below. If you're in Medellin and you need dental work done, from a basic cleaning to major reconstructive surgery, come see my guy, Dr. Carlos Maury. Contact information in the description below.
Thanks for hitting like. You did the right thing by hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. DC Born Rob.